For those of you who are patiently waiting for my Mission Impossible Rogue Nation review with Russell, it's going to be taking some time. It'll be here probably by next week. I do apologize for the delay. I also have a few new subscribers who was graciously wonderful to see that I was interesting enough to subscribe to and stick around. So, hello, sorry you have to see this one because I am looking to do something a little slightly different for this review because as you clicked on, this is about the Equalizer. So, in those two updates, Mission Impossible is coming. You just gotta wait for it, be patient, I'll be cutting a little close, and then considering everything. Thank you for all who are subscribed to me at this point, and I love you. Thank you so much. But here we are on Equalizer 2. I have not reviewed the first one on my channel. So if you're looking for that, it's wondering what I thought about that, you're not gonna find it. But I can tell you right now, I liked it well enough. And I wasn't like screaming for a sequel for this movie, not at all. But I will tell you, this is a different movie altogether, especially being as a sequel. Now, I don't remember much from the first film, except for like maybe the warehouse scene where, he kills all the rest of the bad guys. But for this one, I wanted to do something that I think would be in the same vein. Pay homage to a film that is different. And in this review, I want to be different as well. Usually it's going to be a lot of jump cuts, me getting to the point, telling you what this trailer is amazing, but avoid it. Do this one, and then here are the scenes and all wrapped up in a nice little, video for you. And essentially I'm going to do that, but a little differently. I'm just going to talk straight to you. You're going to get a couple of scenes here and there talking about the movie itself. Then I'm going to tell you what I thought about the Equalizer 2 just as it stands. So, when it comes to the trailer, yeah, it's great, but it's the next big blockbuster trailer trying to get you hyped up for a sequel that you didn't ask for, but you got, and you're up for it because it's Denzel, and Denzel is amazing, so why the hell not? But the trailers are a little bit lying to you. They don't exactly give you the truth of what this movie's really going to be like. And it's not action-packed. It's not fast-paced. It is giving you 2 to 3 different storylines at once and asking you to be along with its journey. And in this case, the beginning scene is with the train sequence, which is what we get in the beginning. Great stuff. I loved it. It was one of those establishing character moments, and you know that Denzel's back, and so is the Equalizer franchise. Here we go. It's Antoine Fuqua's, I believe, first sequel, just as much as Denzel's, and that's awesome, But if you look at the consensus, it's saying mixed responses. Denzel's great, but the plot is messy. The pacing is slow, and not a fan, People are saying that. This isn't your typical movie, really. It's not your typical sequel, either. And with the trailers, you can see it, that it's out, but you can hear the word of mouth, too, that the Equalizer is out, and you can go see it for yourself. But it's the trick of it. You gotta see this for yourself in order to really come to your own opinion about it. And the way I'm looking at this right now, not a lot of people are gonna walk out of it going mind blown. I don't think that anybody is actually going to see what kind of point it was trying to make without it making it seem like it was supposed to be the next big action blockbuster, which the first film kind of hinted towards that that's what it was gonna be like, especially since the sequels come out. And like I said, the trailers are fine. The scenes in there, you get the train sequence, which is great. That's the beginning segment. And then the next big fight scene you get is actually in the loft with those, punk kids that are, wealthy as all get out and running a company. That was great. When these moments of action happen, holy crap, they're awesome, they're intense, but they're briefly made and then they're gone. And then it's followed up by bits of humor, but this isn't an overtly funny movie. And that's basically 2 scenes that I can tell you that were great. And then the rest of the plot doesn't kick in until later. In fact, you're going to be looking at your watch going, when's this movie going to kick into gear? Why hasn't it? So let's get into the film. 100%. Like, no more comparisons. We're just going to talk about the film. If you have your thoughts, please let me know down below. I honestly would love to hear your opinion on it. If you thought it was boring, if it was awful, if you loved it, if you just thought it was all right, I'm going to tell you where I stand. And I'd love to know your thoughts nevertheless. From the moment the scene opened to the moment that the scene closed and gave me the first bill of credits of saying directed by Anton Fuqua, I couldn't help but be mesmerized and interested and intrigued. I mean, I went into this thinking, this isn't your typical sequel. This isn't like, back in action, yeah, here we are, we're gonna do things, we're gonna blow your mind and maybe be predictable at the same time. And it's everything but predictable. I mean, you can take some scenes out of the film and go, oh, I wonder how this is gonna end. That's in the form predictable. But I will tell you that leading up to it, it takes a while. And it wants to make its point in the meantime. So it leaves it less predictable for me. There are at least 2 or 3 storylines that happen during its main plot, and you're thinking, well, why is this meandering? And to me, I never thought for a minute that it was meandering. I thought it was giving us a message as well as saying, hey, this is what a sequel would be like before the plot kicks in for what the sequel's supposed to be. This is what our characters would be doing in the meantime, filling in that dead space where, nothing happens until they're called into action again. And I love that. I love that call to action pre-call to action, I thought that was great. But I think that not a lot of people are going to have the patience for this. They're just not. And I think that where it stands is that it depends on who you are and what perspective you're given. If you go by the trailers alone and you're looking for an action-packed extravaganza, you're not going to get it. You're going to leave pretty upset. But if you listen to someone like me or somebody else that understands that, us reviewers aren't trying to say you should like this film and more or less saying, hey, I liked it, but here are some of the issues, or here are some of the issues, but I actually really liked it. It depends on how you want to take this bit of information. And the biggest thing is that I rather enjoyed this film a lot. And that's weird for me to say because I usually love me some big action blockbusters, but this one had no interest in being as such. And it was a great experience for me. So I'll get this big part out of the way. I loved The Equalizer and would own it on Blu-ray. Like, I don't care about the consensus of, oh no, the movie was messy and stupid and blah, blah, blah. No, I don't care. But this movie was something else. And I walked out of the theater with 2 buddies of mine and they ended up liking it just the same. Like, I mean, it just depends on your perspective. I mean, you just enjoy the movie for what it is, not what you wanted it to be. And I think The Equalizer 2 is unlike any sequel that we've ever had. I mean, they can get bigger and bolder and brasher, and that would be awesome. But with Equalizer, it had no intent of trying to be bigger and bolder and brasher. It had every intent to say, hey, we have a message, we have a story, and we want you to be with us on this. We're going to take our time as well. And I think that's amazing. I really do. So, I'm going to end things here. I know this was a little different. I hope it wasn't too boring, but if you actually did crap out midway, I mean, no hard feelings, because consider the fact that that's what that movie is like. It's enough for you to maybe want to walk out. And that's kind of the point of all this, kind of pay homage to the way the movie is. It asks you to spend time with these characters. And I loved that. So, what did you guys think of The Equalizer 2? Did this review turn you on to the possibility of wanting to see it? Let me know down below. If you like what you've seen here and want to see more, please subscribe, share, comment, like this video. I would love to talk with you. Let me know what your opinions are. If you're waiting for the Mission Impossible Rogue Nation review, it'll come your way. Just give me some time. Thank you for subscribing for those who have, and I'm going to get you all more reviews in the future.